really an honor for me to be here. To be quite frank with you, I don't get a chance to walk around campus very much. So I'm using this as an opportunity. I haven't been here probably in a couple years because every time, I don't know, I'm always working because my assistants aren't doing enough of what they're supposed to be doing. They're too busy celebrating Hanukkah and lighting the menorah and all that. But, you know, a couple of weeks ago, the ambassador to the United States from Israel was here, Ron Dermer, and he had asked to meet with me for a while, and we spent about an hour and a half together. And it was absolutely fascinating to hear about the history of the Jewish people. And although I'm Catholic and we both know Jesus, you just think he's a good guy, and I think he's a good guy and a little bit more. But yeah, the fact is that we share faith, and faith in something bigger than us. And I'm sure all of you know about the history of the menorah, and but for me it was an education from Ron and a bunch of the Jewish friends that I have. You know, we run a fantasy camp, and we're about half the guys are Jews, and so I helped Michael Jordan in the fantasy camp in Las Vegas a number of years ago, and I had every guy on my team was Jewish. So on Friday night before our Saturday games, I rented a restaurant and had a Shabbat dinner for them. And it's a pretty cool thing. And we won. So we won. I might do that before we play a conference game with my own team. Although we have Zion on our team, so come on, right? Zion's a pretty cool word. And, for us and you and for all of us. But the story is really an amazing story, because 200 years before Christ, Israel, the land of Israel, was not governed by Jewish. It was governed by Greeks, Syrians, and the biggest army in the history of man. And when I was talking to Ron, he was saying there was these guys, the Maccabees. I said, "No, that's a cool name." And he said, "No, there were 5 of them." And he said, and they were led by Judah Maccabee. But the 5 sons, and we have a thing that I've done forever, like the 5 guys who are playing together on a team. If they go at you like this, they're going to lose. Even if they go at you like that, they're going to lose. But basically, if they come at you as a fist, they're going to win. And 200 years before Christ, Judah Maccabee was able to get his 5 Maccabees, and they were a fist. And what they did was pull off the biggest upset in the history of man. Bigger than UMBC over Virginia, bigger than Villanova over Georgetown, NC State over Houston, Lehigh over Duke. And so why did it occur? And what did it do? It basically restored Jewish sovereignty in the land of Israel. That's the very first thing it did. And the second thing it did was rededicate the temple that had been defiled by people who did not worship in something bigger than them. They worshiped in idols. And the third thing it did, it rekindled the menorah. And in rekindling the menorah, I know there's a special oil, a pure oil. They only had it, they thought, for one candle, and instead it lit eight candles. And in lighting those 8 candles, and in the light is basically what we're talking about tonight. Really, that light has shown